What if Baelon lived? What if Baelon was not the heir for a day? What if Baelon lived to be the next king? Aemma's death/murder broke Viserys, and to make up for it, while substantially replacing Daemon as heir, because he was too chaotic and the heir for a day line that really pushed him over the edge, Viserys decided to name Rhaenyra his heir because his male heir Baelon died. In this scenario, Baelon never dies and is the obvious male heir. What would have happened and how would the story turn out? Let's discuss. If Baelon lives, Viserys would still have to remarry in order to produce more heirs, as it is his duty to the realm. Otto will still scheme and plot to make Alicent the queen just for the sake for more power. Viserys will marry Alicent. He would ignore Alicent at first and will be too busy with Baelon, so Alicent would have to go through Baelon to get into Viserys' heart. She will love Baelon just as she loves Rhaenyra, and taking care of Baelon would melt Viserys' heart. After all, a child needs a mother, step or not. Rhaenyra would not take lightly to this. She would think that Alicent only ever wanted was to be queen, and the friendship that they had was just a part of her scheme to get to Viserys by means of Baelon and herself. Rhaenyra will not treat Baelon like Cersei treated Tyrion. At first, she would be angry at him, thinking he's the reason Aemma died, but she would be quick to understand that it's not a child's fault rather than the adult, that is Viserys. To Rhaenyra, Baelon is the last living memory of Aemma. She will nurture her brother and look after him. Laena is promised to Baelon and they will marry when he comes of age. The rift that was caused between the royal family and House Velaryon will be closed. House Velaryon controlled half of the realm's dragons, with Vhagar, Meleys, and Seasmoke. It is only for the crown's best interest to join the most powerful and wealthiest house of the realm to itself. Alicent still gives birth to Aegon, Helaena, Aemond, and Daeron, and when they're adults, she would marry Aegon and Helaena, and they would have Jaehaerys, Jaehaera, and Maegor. Rhaenyra will not feel left alone, as Baelon would be there to always cheer her up. Even as a baby, he would smile and lit up whenever Rhaenyra was with him. They will feed off each other's energies. After Lady Rhea dies, Daemon will marry Rhaenyra, but it is not opposed by Viserys, as Rhaenyra has no power to make Daemon king consort, and the fact that Daemon didn't insult Viserys with the heir for a day. Baelon is now being raised by his father, his sister, his uncle, and his brother-in-law. Rhaenyra will give birth to her true-born children, Aegon, Viserys, and Visenya, by Daemon. As there are no rumors of bastardy hunting Rhaenyra, she will remain in the Red Keep with her father and her brother. Rhaenyra and Laena would be close to each other just like in the books. Daemon will make Viserys fire Otto, and Lionel Strong will be the hand of the king. Viserys will definitely live longer, as he will be getting treatments from the maesters under Daemon's supervision. Baelon will bond with Sunfire, as it is safe to assume that it was Sunfire's egg that Daemon stole, which was supposed to go to Baelon. Aegon will have Varmax, Aemond will ironically have Arax, Helaena will be bonded to Dreamfire, and Daeron will have Tessarion. Aegon the Younger will have Stormcloud. Viserys, Visenya, Jaehaerys, Jaehaera, and Maegor would also have dragons or dragon eggs. Viserys would only show love and affection to Aemma's children, just as in the show. Aegon will turn out to be a pervert, Aemond would still have an eye, Helaena would still be a dreamer, and Daeron. Harwin Strong will find a suitable match and marry a highborn lady and continue the strong line at Harrenhal. It is unclear what Larys's intentions are. He will remain at court to be the master of whispers and feet. Lord Beesbury would live a few more years. Criston Cole would still be in the King's Guard. Laenor would be happy with Joffrey at Driftmark. Some might say that this could be Targaryen history repeating itself, comparing Aenys to Viserys, Maegor to Daemon, and Aegon the Uncrowned to Baelon, implying that after Viserys dies, Daemon would kill Baelon and crown himself king. Daemon has ambitions, yes, but he wouldn't outright kill his own kin. If he really wanted to, he would have killed Rhaenyra in the show, but he didn't. He knows that he can't put his blood on the throne by other means. Years later, Baelon will become the Prince of Dragonstone. He will be sitting on the small council meetings and would be replaced as Hand of the King as Viserys grows older. Viserys will likely pass down the Song of Ice and Fire prophecy to Baelon after naming him Prince of Dragonstone. Laena and Baelon's firstborn son will be called Aemon, and he will be in line to inherit the Iron Throne. Daemon would want his blood on the throne and would propose a match between his daughter Visenya and Aemon. If Baelon does not have a male heir, a civil war would be inevitable, perhaps even worse than the original dance. Everyone would press their claim on the throne after Baelon's death, which would be decades later, but filled with pure destruction, unless Baelon summons a great council to choose a successor. What are your thoughts? How would the story turn out if Baelon lived, according to you? Let me know in the comments. And this still couldn't have been prevented.